Hello everybody, today I am going to teach you another new chapter from economics class 9th, people as resource. As we have discussed in the previous chapter, that is the story of the village Palampur, that to produce any activity we need 4 factors of production, and 3 already we have discussed: land, labor and capital, and the 4th one is the human capital, that is the people as resource. What does it mean and what is its importance? People as resource is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Population is an asset for the economy rather than a liability. It becomes human capital when there is investment through education, training and medical care. It means if the population of a country is given proper education, they are given training and healthcare facilities, means proper care is taken of their health, then the population of a country is not a quantity, then it becomes in quality, and it helps in enhancements of the production, and with the more production capacity of each person, they help in the economic development of the nation through the national income, so that they can enhance their income as well as of the national income. When these existing human resource is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it human capital, that adds to the productive power of the country, just like physical capital formation. For example, we have read in the previous chapter Green Revolution, and another area is India's IT sector, that is information technology revolution, is a striking feature of how the importance of human capital has come to acquire a higher position than that of the material, plant and machinery, and thus investment on people is the same as investment in land and capital. Means the way we invest on land, purchasing a land and using that land for the different activities, same way if we invest on the education of a person, that also helps in earning better returns in the future. For example, Japan is a developed country because they have invested on people, especially in the field of education and health, and these people have made efficient use of other resources. So the efficiency and the technology evolved by the people in Japan have made this country a developed or a rich country, though this country does not possess any natural resources itself, but they are converting through their education, through their skill and training they add the value in the products and sell in the international market, and making their country as a rich and developed country. Same way what happens, parents, those are educated parents, they love to invest the money in the growth of their child through education, and they take proper care of their health, their nutrition and hygiene, and this way their children, they become skilled workers and skilled people, and enhances their personality, their income and the national income. So this way those educated people, they know the importance of education, they create a virtuous cycle. It means their successive generations also follow the same path, and they continue with that importance of the education. Means my child, I am giving proper education to my child, then my child further will carry on the same process, and that is called a virtuous cycle. Whereas those parents, those are uneducated, illiterate, they do not know the importance of education, so in the absence of the money, they cannot take proper care of the health of their children, cannot give proper education. So what happens, they create a vicious cycle of in their families. So I hope you will understand this, the virtuous cycle by the educated parents and vicious cycle by the uneducated or illiterate people. So the government also love to spend on these money on the health and education through successive programs, which will be continuing in the next module, to enhance the national income of the country. So these all the activities, those are involved, they are called as economic activities by men and women, and they are categorized into three sectors. Means human beings are population of a country is involved in these three sectors. What first one is the primary sector. What does it mean? Means the people those are working in the agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry farming, mining and quarrying. It is also known as agriculture and related sectors. So they earn their living through these professions. Second sector is the secondary, that is known as manufacturing sector also. It means here in this sector, people they will use the material which is produced by other using the prime resources. For example, a farmer grows potatoes or tomatoes or sugar cane, then they are processed further. From sugar cane we make sugar, okay, and then from tomatoes we make sauces, and this way those people those are busy in this, they are known as a secondary sector. And third sector is the tertiary sector, means the raw material from the field to the factories and manufactured goods from the factories to the market is carried away by the people involved in transportation. What they are doing, they are providing the services. Okay, so those people those are providing the services. For example, trade, transport, communication, banking, education, health, tourism, insurance, all these they are providing the services. So that is called a service sector or tertiary sectors. So all these sectors, three sectors, what they do, they enhances, they add the value into the products, goods and services, and helps to increase the national income of the country, that is called GDP, gross domestic product. But what happens, these economic activities, they are further, for economic activities they means they help to earn the income. They are further divided into two categories. They are known as market and non-market. Market means with the purpose to sell, and non-market means where their purpose is not to sell. What is that? To for self consumption. For example, activities involve remuneration to anyone who performs, that is activity performed for pay or profit. These includes production of goods and services, including government services. It means we are paid for those our work, then that is called market activities. What are non-market? These activities are the production for the self-consumption, and these can be consumption and processing of primary products and on account production of the fixed assets. But what happens in the men and the women, there are historical and cultural regions that there is a division of labor between men and women. In the family, women gradually look after domestic chores and men work in the fields. This is the history, you know very well. What is means, if a woman is there, she has to look after all the domestic chores, looking after children, every work in the family is to be managed by the women, but they are not paid for that work. But if the same woman, she is a chef, she works outside, then she will be paid for that. And in the historical means, in the past, what was there, only women were supposed to look after the family and the men was to work outside and to earn the money. But now with this education and skills, the women are equipped with the knowledge and they are entering into different fields in the life and helps in the earning of their family, their income, and becoming an asset for the country, not as a liability. Thank you.